Good day, everyone. Welcome to another section of craft making. Today, with me, I'll be teaching you guys how to make your heels for your shoe. Now, with me here is half sheet of our heels. Now, the heels comes in various sizes. We have the 6 mm, we have the 4 mm, and so on. Now, basically, I'll be using just few materials with me here. I'll be using my cutter. This is going to be used to be cutting our heels. So I'll be giving you guys the exact measurements that you will use while producing the heels for your shoe. Because without the exact measurement, you might end up not getting a balanced heel or a balanced footwear due to the heel you created is not the right measurement for your shoe. So what I'll be using basically now is we have our lead pen, we have our cutter and our ruler. Most people might prefer to use the usual pen, but I prefer to use my lead pen because it gives me a clear view of what I'm trying to measure and a better view of my line, so it will be easier for me to cut. So with that now, we're going to start by, first of all, before we start, I would like to tell you the exact measurement. Now for our rule now, the measurement we use for our heel is 8 centimeter. Some persons prefer to use 7 centimeter, but I basically will make use of 8 centimeter. Now why am I using 8 centimeter? When you use 8 centimeter and you fix it to your heel, in most cases you do cut, but you do cut out the part that is not required. So it's best you increase the size to 8 centimeter. So when you place it to your so when you get the exact fitting you want, you can cut out the remaining one. Like I said, it's a step-by-step guideline. So from this particular video now, you learn how to make your heels, which is very important for every craft maker, probably for the beginners to adapt to. All right. With that now, we'll begin by taking our measurements, like 8 centimeter. All right. Now I'll begin by taking one of the lead pen out of the set of lead pen I have, and I'll pick my ruler. Like I said, 8 centimeter. So I'm going to measure 8 centimeter now. You make sure your ruler is touching the tip of the board. They will measure is 8 centimeter. Is another 8 centimeter. And this is another 8 centimeter. We have another 8 centimeter here. Now, most people might prefer to just rule down straight. You might end up ruling down straight and find out that your line might not be straight. So what you do is that you come down a bit with your ruler and also take another 8 centimeter just close by. You'll be able to mark your lines together for a perfect rule. So we have around 8 centimeter here. Then we have another 8 centimeter. So for this video, I will just take a particular portion and take our measurements from there. Instead of rolling the whole sheet of the heels, I'll pick a particular area where I'll be using and show you how it's being done. Okay, so I'll basically be using just a few fraction of the board instead. We have one, we have two, so I'll take another one again to make it 3 sets. We have 3. So I'll take, okay. I hope you guys are following. You don't rush it so you won't end up making mistake. So you just take it gradually. Now the reason why I'm basically using my lead pen instead of my normal ink pen is that my lead pen makes it easier for me to erase anytime I make mistake. All I just have to do is use a kerosene and I just wipe it out, other than using my normal ink pen. Now, basically, if I make a mistake with my ink pen, it will be more difficult for me to erase. Now, let's assume that I just made a mistake now by erasing here with an extra additional line here. So how do I erase now? All I'll do is that I get my kerosene, I apply it to a piece of cloth, and I just use it to just wipe. Now I have a small quantity of kerosene here, and here is a piece of cloth. So I have to do, I just add small portion of kerosene to it, and this is how it works. And you can see that the line is gone. So all you just have to do is allow that particular portion to get dry before using your lead pen on it. So while we're waiting for that portion to get dry, let's continue with our measurements. So I will take the last measurement here, and I will teach you guys how we cut our heels, because most people don't really have ideas on how to cut it. Some persons find it difficult to cut the heels. So I'll teach you an easier way in which you can be able to cut out your heels without much stress. So we have our 8 centimeter here. Another 8 centimeter. I'll take my last measurement here. Alright. Now if you notice now, the that particular portion I use my lead pen on is no longer there. So it's easier you use your lead pen in most patterns, ruling, and some other stuff on your materials. That it's easier to erase whenever there's a mistake. So that's why I prefer using my lead pen. So for you as a beginner, I hope you find this video very helpful. So whenever you are ruling on your materials, your sole, your heels, your landing, it's best you make use of your lead pen. That is the essence of this lead pen. Make it easier for one to be able to rule without, even if there's a mistake, it's easier to erase. So basically I'll be making use of just this particular portion of our heel. So I'll be teaching you guys to cut, how to cut effectively without having much difficulty in cutting. So that is another part where people find it so difficult. Some persons might prefer to use the pen to rule, but it's not really advisable. So I will advise you make use of your lead pen for your pattern, and whenever you are forming a line or pattern, it's advisable you make use of your lead pen for effective work or getting a very neat work. Alright, now I've taken down my measurements. So basically this is how we cut our heels. Most people prefer to cut it this way. Now you see that the heel is very strong, and cutting it that way you might end up breaking your cutter. And I don't think you want that to happen, or even getting your cutter blunt. So a professional way of cutting your heels is just basically taking it gradually. First of all, you cut through the line, just one slice, cut through the line one slice. Make sure your cutter is going through the line. I go to the next line, or I can still work on that line, but to make it faster for me, I prefer to just do it this way. And I move to the third line and do the same thing. Okay, so what I do, I come back to that line and I make sure I fold it in such a way that that part I cut out, I'll be able to see the line clearly. So I cut again. Hope you can see a gradual process, you don't rush it. Cut another one through again. Now it's advisable you bend it so that you can be able to see the line clearly. For you to be able to get a neat cut, and you have to be careful so you won't end up cutting yourself. Okay, so I'll be able to cut out this part. Now for me to cut out the other part of my heels, I can do the same thing for this. Make sure you flow through the line. Now I'll be able to give it a one slice. Now if you look through the video, you can see that it's already open already. All I have to do is just move my cutter through that portion, and that is just it. And we've gotten one piece of our heel. With that, now you can do the same for other parts. You can draw as many heels as possible and cut it that way. With the help of this method, you find it very easy and less stress. I hope this video is helpful to as many people as possible that find it difficult to cut their heels. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you actually find this video helpful, and with this method you can actually be able to cut your heels effectively with less stress. And don't forget, always make use of your lead pen. Whenever you make a mistake, have a kerosene nearby, which you can use by applying a little portion of the kerosene to your rag and just wipe out, and you can allow it to dry for a while, then you can continue ruling your line or drawing your pattern with the help of your lead pen. So it's advisable you make use of your lead pen other than your normal ink pen, because whenever there's a mistake, the ink pen is easier to clean with the kerosene, but the lead pen, sorry, is easier to clean with the kerosene, but the ink pen, once you've made a mistake, you just have to withdraw without having to erase that particular line. You might end up finding it difficult to, for someone that has made several errors, you find it difficult for you to erase, and that is just it. So I'll advise you to make use of your lead pen. It comes in bulk like this, about 9 pieces of it. So and with that you can draw as many lines as possible. So I hope you find this video very helpful. If you like what you see and you like me to make more videos, don't forget to click on the like button and also subscribe to my channel and drop some comments on what exactly you'd like us to do in our next video. Thank you. Stay blessed.